Okay. We're going to try this thing. I'm going to wait till people start showing up, and then I'll start talking. We're going to see how this goes. Hey, guys. I see people starting to show up. I'm going to give it about 5 to 10 minutes to let people show up, and then I'm going to start talking and give a brief explanation, and then we'll do questions and answers. So if you guys will try to keep the chatter to a minimum, hey guys, that would be really helpful, because I've only got 30 minutes to answer everybody's questions and make sure I explain this right. But just to start, I wanted to thank our presenters. We had over 50 people, and I'm going to cry. We had over 50 people volunteer to help us with this, and that really means a lot. Sorry. We're all stuck at home. We're all sad about NCCA being canceled. It's kind of been a major disruption of our life. So being able to kind of come together as a community and do something to help each other is a wonderful thing. And this idea got born out of one of Tim C. and I's crazy conversations that we have at least once a week about weird ideas. And then it just kind of took off. So we wanted to thank you guys for participating and for being part of it. So all that said, the biggest thank you goes to our presenters. Like I said, we've got over 50 people, and it's going to be wonderful. Please bear with us. This is the first time we've done this. This is a live feed event, so it's going to be really, really unpredictable. We have no idea what's going to happen. We're hoping it works, and we'll see how it goes. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're watching. If things don't show up exactly on time, just roll with it. So easy. But anyway, I think we'll start by kind of explaining how this is going to work. If you'll go to the pinned post in Clay Buddies, good morning, guys, there is a PDF at the bottom of that post. If you click it and open it, you can print it, and it's a complete schedule of all the presenters and a description of their presentations. Also, please read that whole post. I know it's long, but it was necessary. Read that whole post really thoroughly, and it'll explain, how most things will go. Live feeds, you just kind of jump in and watch at that time. You can just kind of scroll down. If you miss one, we are asking the presenters to save their presentations and share them. And there'll be a hashtag. It's hashtag CBWW2020. Clay Buddies Workshop Week 2020. And if you put that in the search bar in Clay Buddies, everything related to Workshop Week will come up for you. So you can watch the replay if you miss one, or if you have to work, or you've got kids to take care of. You're welcome. It'll let you watch them later. I am going to try my best, if all the presenters will agree to it, and if I can figure out how to do it right, I'm going to take the live feeds, do closed captioning on them, for YouTube, and put them up on our YouTube channel so we can watch them there, and people outside the group can access it, or teachers can share it with their students a little bit more easily if their students are not on Clay Buddies or Facebook. But we'll see how that goes. That's not a promise. I'm going to try my best. So like I said, to watch them, you just show up at the time and, log into Facebook, get on Clay Buddies, and watch. You cannot share the post outside the group. That's not by our choice. That's by the way Facebook is set up for closed groups, because it's thank you, Tim, because it's a closed group. You can't share things. That's just the way it works. But we invite everybody to join, and then they can drop out if they don't want to stay in Clay Buddies afterwards. It's whatever they want. This is completely for free and for the benefit of the community. I guess a few guidelines about doing live feeds. It is really overwhelming, for somebody doing live feeds, especially if they're not used to it. When they get a whole lot of comments, I'm shaking the camera. When they get obviously don't have a tripod at home. When they get a whole lot of comments and chatter while they're trying to present, sometimes they can get distracted. What I would request and recommend is when somebody first starts presenting, everybody say, hey, let them know that they've got people there watching them, and my nose always itches, supporting them. But then after that, try to keep the chatter to a minimum and let them get through their presentation. Each presenter will let you know when to ask questions. Like I'm probably going to say, save the questions to the end. Or I may break at certain times, during the whole process to let you ask questions. And that'll just make it easier and let the presenter stay on target. Number one rule, be nice. These people are doing this out of the goodness of their heart. And on the very rare occasion, we do have people kind of get critical and rude of people giving live feeds, just to let you guys know. And I hate even saying this, but I have to because it happens. If somebody is rude to somebody doing a presentation, that's an automatic boot from the group. No questions asked. I mean, it's just not nice and not a good thing to do. So be supportive, be nice, save your criticism for another time. This isn't time for it. What else? I think I covered just about everything. Let me look and make sure I didn't miss anything vital. Tim, can you think of anything I've missed? Oh, we are in the middle of a pandemic. This is something really important to mention. And I'm not making light of it. It's like sometimes you just have to laugh, right? So please be mindful that people are dealing, with a lot of challenges, and some people may get sick. Some people may be caring for somebody that's sick. Somebody may lose ability to do a live feed. Hey, doggy. So if somebody does not show up, please don't be upset or disappointed. Things are going to happen. With the exception of harassing Tim. Yes, everybody is allowed to harass Tim all you want. Another thing to keep in mind about live feeds is there's about a 20-second lag between the time that you comment. I'm trying not to look at these comments. Y'all are so distracting me right now. There's about a 20-second lag in between the time that you type something and the presenter sees it. So please do not think that they are ignoring you. They're really not. Just give it time and they'll get to you as soon as possible. Okay, so are there any questions about how to do this? Here's my doggy. Good morning. You're welcome. This is a group effort. We came together as a community, and I am super proud of that. I know. That's a lot of people. Oh, Tim, you shush your mouth. Hey, Corey, you saw Whiskey? He's wondering who I'm talking to. He's a little confused. So no questions besides Tim's question. One more time for the latecomers. What do you need to know, Michelle? Where is the best place to watch this? In Clay Buddies on a live feed. You can't save it. Well, I think there's a feature on Facebook where you can save it to Facebook. But what you can do is just go through and search on Clay Buddies with the hashtag CBWW2020, and all the videos associated with it will come back up. And that's assuming that the presenters remember to hit share. Tim deserves all the upcoming flack. He gets half the credit for this. I think most of our ideas that we do from Clay Buddies are kind of a joint thing. And, we just get together and talk over coffee in Messenger and come up with wacko ideas. And sometimes they work. Oh, yes, Tim, that's a great point. Please do not live feed if you're not on the schedule this week. It's not that we don't want everybody to join in. It's just all these people who have signed up really, are giving their time, and we want them to have as much support as possible. So please don't live feed if you are not on the schedule. We may end up having to delete them if there's a whole bunch of them. I'm going back. Corey, can't start in your feed and then share to Clay Buddies directly. No, you'll need to start your live feed as a presenter in Clay Buddies. We want everybody in Clay Buddies to have the ability to comment and all that stuff. And if you're outside, sometimes people cannot. And also so that people can find them later. So please start your live feeds in Clay Buddies. I'm scrolling. No, it doesn't override her feed. I'll make sure that it doesn't. It's gonna be a little bit of information from NSECA about NSECA moving forward, which is great. Everything is Tim C's fault. When you present, how do you make the connection? As a presenter, you go to Clay Buddies. You look like if you look in the little space like you're about to make a post, on the bottom left, there'll be a little red icon that looks like a video camera, Michelle. You click that and your camera will open. You'll have to give permissions for Facebook to access your camera and your microphone. And your camera will open facing you. You can go ahead and get set up. I strongly advise testing this before you start. And then you type in a title. It'll have a space for a title for your live feed. Make sure you put in the hashtag CBWW2020 so people can search for you later. No sponsors, Jack. And that's pretty much it, Michelle. You just get started. And this will be very informal. It does not have to be perfect. This is not like some big professional, workshop live feed that you have to be flawless on. It's meant to be a little organic and fun and raw. We're all stuck at home. I think that's going to be part of the bonding experience and charm of this is we're all having to pull from the resources we've got. And if that means taping your phone to a Cheerios box in order to do your live feed, that's perfectly okay. And if you mess up, that's perfectly okay. We'll make it work and people will be supportive. Just have fun with it. No, there's no sponsors. This is just us doing it. Just a community being a community. Jennifer, you can search by the hashtag CBWW2020 and that'll pull them all up. They all will be saved. I'm reading. Oh, that's nice of you, Jack. No, there's no sponsors. Clay Buddies is 100% nonprofit. We don't have any sponsors. We don't have, nobody makes any money off of this. Our presenters are not making money off of this. And I think that's one of the things that just makes it kind of special is that it's just indicative of the community that we built and everybody being able to come together just to help each other out for no other reason. And I just think that's amazing. I mean, I'm going to get teary-eyed again. I'm going to shut up. Hang on. Coffee break. I'm catching up. Thank you for this. I'm watching on Facebook. Is it on your website also? Clay Buddies does not currently have a website. It's certainly not going to be on my website. This is for the Clay Buddies community, so it'll be located here. As I said earlier, I am going to try if... Oh, God, the dog is going to start playing with the squeaky toy. Like I said, raw and uncut and unedited. Shh. Whiskey, come. Sorry, y'all. That was loud. It'll just be here. I'm going to try to get everything on our YouTube channel. Clay Buddies does actually have a YouTube channel that Beth Bacchus and I have been working on. And it... if I can get them, if all the presenters are willing to save their videos to their phone, I'm going to upload them to the YouTube channel so that they can be shared more easily outside of Clay Buddies. And then also we're going to try to do closed captioning so that the hearing impaired will be able to enjoy them as well. You can't remember the secret handshake, Priscilla. I am so behind on comments. Okay. Going to be hard to find time to breathe and pee with all the times of the workshops. Corey, actually, there's about an hour in between each workshop. Whiskey, please stop. There's about an hour. Come here. Give me that. Give me that. Sorry. This is lamb chop. This is whiskey. There's about an hour in between each workshop. So there's plenty of time to get up and go pee and take a break. And another reason I did that is I got concerned with overloading the servers. Like if we had more people willing to present, but if we had one like every hour on the hour, I was like, man, we're going to crash, some server somewhere or something. So I figured it was best to step it out a little bit. Stop it. Okay, I'm trying to do this. Hang on. Somebody is wanting attention. Okay, stop. Like I said, raw and uncut. Please tell everybody that the government bailout. Oh, Nadine, I don't have the details on that. I will have to look into it. That's a good thing to talk about, though, really quick, since I've got a few more minutes before Matthew starts his presentation. Excuse me. And it's allergies. A lot of resources are available to people right now that aren't normally available as far as getting financial assistance. There is a lot of grants that have come available, and I've posted those before in Clay Buddies, but I'll go back and post them again. The Small Business Association is doing a 3.75% loan for small businesses, even if you're a sole proprietorship, which a lot of potters are, especially, smaller operations and studio potters. I'm trying to think. Unemployment's always available, and they're actually making that. I don't know. This is going to vary, from state to state. But in Alabama, they've actually made that available for sole proprietorships as well, which is highly unusual. If you guys are in financial need, as potters who have suddenly lost their business and had to refund workshops and all that stuff, it's very difficult. And it's pretty amazing that they're allowing, those resources to be available to even sole proprietorships. If anybody has any questions on that, feel free to inbox me. I may do a post later this week about that, just with a list of resources. If anybody has any more ideas, like Nadine said, please inbox me a list or a link to any grants or resources available to artists, and I'll compile one big thing. NCECA is also doing that on their blog. There is a list of online resources for teachers. Okay, I'm scrolling. Hey, kitty cat. No secret handshakes, it's elbow bumps now. I'm so far behind. Okay. Are they all Central Time? Everything is supposed to be Central Time. It's easier as an organizer if everything is done in your time zone. I know that's not universal. Maybe that's a little selfish, but it was a big undertaking to begin with. So I had to force y'all to make that sacrifice. Everything is on Central Time. I suspect that there may be some things getting a little off and deviating from the schedule at times, just because of the confusion about time zones. And, I don't think everybody is as focused and clear as they usually would be. I know that I'm not in all this mayhem. Pandemics are rather disruptive. Will you be able to watch these at a later date? Yes. You can search with the hashtag CCWW2020. And they will all come up. How do you go to the specific videos as they occur? You just scroll down and you find them. You may have to hit refresh. Like if you show up right on time and that presenter is a minute or two late, you may have to hit refresh on your phone or on your computer to make sure that it shows up, and you'll just scroll to find them. If they've used the hashtag, even when it's live, you can search by the hashtag and they should come up. That answer was for Jody. Elizabeth, what do you mean you can't make it till 4 a.m.? Come on. It's hardcore, man. To save has to be hit first, then share. Okay. Thanks, Tim. I'll make sure I send out an email to the presenters about that. Or the early ones, I'll jump on the live feeds and let them know. Thank you, Corey. I may hit you up for that. I'd appreciate the help. I'm scrolling. Y'all, this is a lot of comments to keep up with. Y'all, if y'all don't mind, if you don't actually have a question or something, kind of drop the chatter for a second so I can answer everybody's questions. I'm afraid I'm going to miss one. I'm so far behind. Yeah, if anybody uses the hashtag CBWW2020 and it's not part of live stream week, I'm really sorry. We'll have to delete that post or ask you to edit it because it'll confuse things if we can't search and find what we need. Clay Buddies Workshop Week 2020. Jill, at this point, I'm not needing... Whoa, I almost dropped my phone. Like I said, this is raw and unedited. At this point, we're kind of full on presenters, but I suspect that there may be a few dropping out, just as life happens during a pandemic. Schedules get weird. So we will... If you want to inbox me, you'll have to inbox me to remind me, but inbox me that you're interested in jumping in. And if I have an opening, I will form a group of all the people that want to jump in and do presentations. And if you can just jump in on the spot, you'll be good to go. That's about the only way I know how to do it. Okay, am I back? Are we back? I see a like. Okay, hey Beth. And just so you guys know, if you don't know Beth Bacchus, she is the driving force behind our YouTube channel. We set it up and she just jumped on it and got all these playlists up, and we're going to keep building that. We haven't really messed with it a lot in about a year. We've all been very busy. But after all this is over, hopefully all these videos will be on YouTube for you as well. Okay, I've got a few more questions. A few more minutes. Any more questions? It's 9:23. You got 7 minutes. If you've missed anything, just watch the replay of this. But Matthew Scheinman's presentation on handles will be up at 10 o'clock, I think. So be ready. 9:23, Tim. It's my time. Corey, I'll be doing the uploading on that, but I would definitely appreciate your help. Key cat, stop. Meow, meow. I got a cat head in my coffee. Yes. CDT. 7:23. Oh my God. I don't even function that early. Well, hey, is it Shelly from Colorado? Hiya. All right, guys. I think, well, I said 9:30, so I'm going to keep going. A few more minutes. Y'all want to watch Whiskey play until somebody asks a question? I think he's mad at me now. Come here. I took his toy. He's not happy. See, now, if that doesn't make you happier, during lockdown, I don't know what will. Big old sweet German Shepherd. You want to see Wedge? Wedge is being antisocial. Oh, no, wait. No, there he is. There's Wedge. On the Clay Buddies page, where would you type in CBWW 2020? It depends on what type of device you are, but usually in the left-hand side column on the page, you'll see a search feature, like a little search bar, and you can type it there. Sheila, okay, thank you for the correction. So you can type in that hashtag in that sidebar, or if you're in Clay Buddies, up at the top, you can type it in the little blue search bar, and it'll come up for you. Yeah, we've got one cat named, this is Wedge, and then his twin brother is named Slip. And I say that they're Clay terms. My husband says that Wedge is a Star Trek term. We argue about that. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. I'm watching the time. I'm so excited about this. I swear my time is going backwards. No, it's 9:26. Star Wars. Did I say Star Trek? Oh, I did, didn't I? Oh, my nerd card just got revoked. Ooh. Doctor Who. Was there a Wedge in Doctor Who too? Hey, Dee. You're welcome. I hope this is helpful. I think I covered everything. Just to kind of really quick recap. Be nice. Save your criticism for later on the live feeds. Use the hashtag CBWW2020 to search for any live feeds that you missed. You can't share them outside the group at this time, but we will try to have them up on the YouTube later. Tim is always messing with me. And what else? If you miss one, don't sweat it. You can find it. Save your comments in the live feeds. As you can see, if you look back through this one, it's really overwhelming with the comments. So try to save the chatter, to a minimum, other than saying hello and making sure that, the presenter isn't there alone. It's kind of intimidating to present, especially for the first time. Give them your support, say hello, that type of thing. But try not to be overwhelming with the comments. Oh, and if the comments are in the way, if you're on your phone, try this really quick. If you'll see, okay, I'm going to put these comments in front of my face. If you can't see my face and you need to see my face, or you can't see that pot that somebody's making and demoing, you can swipe to the left, and they will move. Or you can tap, I think it's to the left. Y'all try that real quick and tell me, is it left to the right for y'all? As a presenter, I've got a little button down here that I can push, and it will take the comments away. But I think for you guys, yeah, you swipe to the right. Okay. And the comments will move out of your way. Please don't tell the presenter to move their camera. Once they get set up, it's kind of hard. Your laptop doesn't swipe? Well, your laptop is broken. Hey, Nancy Gallagher, I hope you're feeling better. Okay, where are we on time? 1 minute. Okay, you got 1 minute. Any more questions? I'm so excited. I've been vegetating on this couch for a week now. I was having panic attacks going into my studio because my building was empty, and I was all concerned about, how am I going to stay afloat and this, that, and the other. And so finally I was like, I'm going home and I'm crashing on my sofa and I'm going to watch workshops all week. So I cannot wait. I think this is the first time I've showered in 2 days. I did this just for y'all. Starts in a half hour. Yep. My pleasure, Heather. You're welcome. Okay, so you've got a half hour. Get up, go grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, grab your coffee. Yeah, 2 days, Tim. I was extra stinky. Grab your cat, grab your blanket and your house shoes, curl up on the couch, get ready to watch some workshops, and be sure to express your thanks and your gratitude toward your presenters. And one more thing, this is not for anybody to promote themselves. It's really not. This is for you guys. But one nice thing to do, if you're watching somebody's presentation, go find their pottery page, give them a like and a follow, send them a message and say thank you. Just a little bit of something extra to say thanks, for them giving you your time. Exactly. Claycation time. There's a silver lining to everything, right? Yeah, it's a pretty amazing community. Okay, guys, I've got to go. We got 30 minutes. Get ready. Thank you, guys. Anytime, Corey. Bye.